Right, we're ready to go when you are, so get hyped, fam.
Hey dudes, how's it going? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we have Ben Cutting from Interoucho with us once again. Hey Ben, how's it going?
Yeah, really good, thanks. Thanks for having me back. I love being on Now and Forever.
Well, we thought you'd be the perfect candidate to come and join us for an embarrassing stories video.
Yes, I am excited and also terrified.
Do you consider yourself an embarrassing person?
Yes, as my stories will tell.
Okay, great. I'm super excited for that. Do you want to kick us off with a story or ladies first?
Ladies first.
I had been dating someone for 4 years and we had just had quite a difficult breakup, very sad breakup. Then the next morning we were going to have a final chat to see if it could be resolved. It couldn't be resolved. And it was really, really sad. My friend was on her way to pick me up to take me into the city, and I was going to help her with a blood test. My sister was also going to get a ride with us. So I was at the front door waiting for my friend, and my sister comes down the stairs, and I just turn to her and I'm like welling up saying, yep, it's over. And she's just staring at me saying nothing. My friend pulls up and we hop in the car. My friend's like, oh, how are you? I'm like, yeah, good, what's up? How was your weekend? And then we get to the city and my sister's like, oh, my friend's not here yet, who I'm meeting, so I'll just walk with you for a bit. And my friend who drove us said, oh, I need to run errands. Let's go into this restaurant. I need to pick up some vouchers. So I'm like, okay. We go into the restaurant. I turn around. And what I haven't told you yet is this was the day after my birthday. So all my friends are at this table with birthday balloons and like a on the house birthday cocktail, and they're like, surprise, it's your birthday meal, we're not getting a blood test, your sister's not meeting her friend. And I was like, wow, yay. And had to sit through this whole birthday party thinking, thank goodness they didn't invite my boyfriend. Yeah, so there are a lot of photos of me being really happy with like my meal and my friends, but deep down there's pain.
That is. Did you cry at all throughout? Was there like a stray tear occasionally that you sort of had to hide? Was it that?
No, it was the total opposite. I basically went crazy and I swore for the first time, and all my friends were like, what is going on? She must really like this surprise. But actually, it was just a lot of emotions being
It was just
processed.
all too much.
It was, yeah.
Oh my goodness. Like it just hurts, you know? It's like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry it didn't work out. So,
It was a good meal. It was a good meal.
this was in secondary school. I've only ever hit two people in my life. Both occasions were retaliation. The girl who decided to bully me, her cousin, was in our year as well. I was waiting for my friend outside his form room. Mine had finished early, so I'd gone to his. And he was waiting behind, so we sort of had to wait about 10 minutes. The cousin of the girl walked out of the room, started squaring up to me. I remember calmly saying to him, I was like, Danny, like, please move away from me. And he was like, no, what's going on? And I was like, Danny, please, like, you need to get out of my space. And I remember it was at the top of the stairs. My reaction when he didn't move away was to just swing and punch him. He ran off, holding his face, and suddenly there was like an eruption of cheer. And so it felt like there was about 40 or 50 people watching, and they were like, yes, this is amazing, Ben, you've did it. You've conquered your bully. Like, this is incredible. For some reason, in that moment, I just burst into tears. And then I remember my mate Barvell, shout out to Barvell if you're watching, walked me down the stairs across the playground, and we could see droplets of blood. And so with every step, it felt like I was walking in slow motion, but every single step across the playground, I just cried even more because I was like, what have I done? What have I done to Danny? Like, he'll never be the same. I'm so sorry. And then I ended up writing him a letter, and I can't remember really the contents of it. But what I do remember is in the middle of a playground, he made an announcement to which he read the letter out loud to everyone. It was probably one of the worst moments of my life in terms of embarrassment. For some stupid reason, I even signed it Lots of Love.
Oh.
And when it got to that moment, I was like, and the thing is, I'm 16 at the time. Like, there's no real excuse. But I'm 16 at the time, and I've signed a letter to my bully, Lots of Love. So, Danny, if you're watching, lots of love.
And lots of love from all our subscribers.
There you go.
I feel really stressed after this. I feel like I need to go eat a lot of ice cream to calm down.
And that myself and Gemma are Christians. We believe in Jesus, which is shame. And shame essentially is that part of us that we want to hide from other people. We're not saying that you have to let everybody know all of your stuff all the time. That's absolutely fine. But shame is something that creeps in and makes us hide parts of who we are from those around us. And more importantly, God. So as Christians, we believe that we were created to be in relationship with God. And the Bible tells us that as humans, we have all turned our back on God and we've all pushed him aside. And actually, that's where this feeling of shame and embarrassment comes from. It's from where our relationship with God has been ruined. And there's something within us that says, oh my goodness, we need to hide. Right at the beginning of the Bible with Adam and Eve, when they sinned against God, when they turned their back on God, the first thing they do was they hide their nakedness and they hide their sinfulness and they try and hide from God. And the reality is that ever since that day, we have been hiding from God, and we've been hiding our brokenness and our sinfulness and shame, not only from God, but equally from each other. There are experiences and times where we share these stories, and there's some stories that me and Gemma will admit that we're too ashamed, even in this video, to share because it's part of who we are and it's part of our brokenness. Jesus comes to earth not only to save us from our sin, but restore us back to that relationship with God. So therefore, we don't have to live in shame any longer, and we can live in this thing called freedom. Jesus comes to earth, he lives a perfect life, he dies the death that we deserve as sinful, broken people, so that he can exchange our shame for this thing called freedom. But it means that actually we don't have to hide anymore because we know who Jesus is and what he says about us. And what he says is that we are children of God and we get to live shame-free in this life.
So guys, don't forget to head over to Intro Outro, give Ben a subscribe, and also go check out the video we did there. Ben, what video have we done?
We have done animated confessions. So we've been sharing our deepest, darkest confessions of life.
That's right.
It's a good video.
Exactly. So if you guys want to find out the juice, head over. The link will be in the description. And before you leave this video, don't forget to like if you've liked it, comment your comments, subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see you in another video. Bye.
See you later.